Welcome back. Zenith Life Insurance is set to change the course of life insurance in Nigeria with its landmark partnership with Prudential PLC, described as one of the oldest and most capitalized life insurance companies in the world. The chairman, Zenith Life Assurance Company Limited, Mr. Jim Ovia, stated that under this partnership, Zenith Life will trade under Zenith-Prudential Life. Prudential PLC is a British multinational life insurance and financial services company headquartered in London and boasts of some 24 million customers.
Zenith Life, a fast-growing life insurance company in Nigeria, and Prudential PLC, set to be the oldest and most capitalized life insurance company in the world, has teamed up to work towards redefining the Nigerian insurance sector. For this purpose, key players from the Zenith family and Prudential PLC have gathered here. But first, networking is key before the dotted lines are signed.
Thank you. We will continue to partner with Zenith-Prudential. We will continue to support Zenith-Prudential. And as the chairman said, we already have an approval from the Central Bank of Nigeria and NICOM for us to have a bank assurance agreement, which is sealed and delivered.
Zenith-Prudential Life is poised to act as a catalyst in the sector.
We are looking at the global best practices they're going to introduce. They are looking at the best ways of doing things, best ways of doing insurance businesses. And we're beginning to also notice that some other global brands are beginning to sign on various initiatives, various partnerships in Nigeria here. But the one with Prudential is going to be different.
For Prudential PLC, the opportunity of partnering with Zenith Bank is an exciting one.
True to our name, we have been looking for a very long time, prudently, for the right partners in Nigeria to help us combine what we're good at with the things that a partner can bring to help us build a successful business. And we're pretty excited.
With a partnership between Zenith Life and Prudential PLC, Nigerians have been assured of a better insurance administration that would not only improve the average Nigerian life, but also the economy.
Techno Mobile, one of the leading mobile phone makers and official tablet and handset partner of Manchester City Football Club, has signed a sales agreement with Slot Outlet. The partnership is for the exclusive distribution of Techno's Camon CX Manchester City Limited Edition smartphones. Camon CX Limited Edition comes with add-ons like Manchester City crested Bluetooth speaker, selfie stick, bottle, 60 megapixel camera and more.
We can take questions from journalists.
What you have here is a partnership being consummated between Techno Mobile and Slot that will see to the distribution of Techno Camon CX Manchester City Limited Edition across Nigeria.
If you're having a device here, how do you pay?
That's Techno, a champion in Africa for mobile phone technology and a hitter in the global market, as an official tablet and handset partner of Manchester City Football Club, is bringing Camon CX with a 4 GB RAM, 64 GB ROM, 16 megapixel front and back cameras, and more.
We have a lot of selfie stick, but this is different. I wish I have one. Because I know when I buy the phone, I want to have this gift box as well. And then this beautiful bottle. It looks so nice. It's not the common selfie stick and the bottles you know. If the screen get broken, within the first 3 months, the screen will be replaced free of charge. Isn't that wonderful? So if you've booked your flight on Wednesday, you're checking out of the country, and you have an issue with your phone on Monday, you will still travel with your device on Wednesday, because 24-hour service will attend to you. You're a VIP. Nobody has that device.
The partnership we have with Manchester City means that we are going to produce this limited edition phone using the City Blue. That's what they call it. The Manchester City crested logo will be in the inside case when you receive it.
Only 200 of these phones will be distributed in Nigeria for the limited edition, cased in a gift box of feel-good items.
As we speak, we have an ongoing plans with Manchester City to pick some talented kids who are good in football from Nigeria, for them to go to Etisalat, where they have the world-class equipment with the best coaches and with kids from all over the world. And there's going to be like a boot camp for a week where they get to learn the best from the very best in the world.
Of course, Slot has been in partnership with Techno since 2006, and it's just natural that Slot is the only company that should partner with Techno even at this time.
Slot will exclusively distribute this blue diamond, this collector's item, a premium brand, and limited to a few who love lifestyle.
Business News is next. Here's Melissa Walker.
Welcome to Business News. Nigeria's economy would be more prosperous with government's resolve to creating a more viable system with the ease of doing business for small enterprises to thrive. Well, this submission is coming from the acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, in Abeokuta, Ogun State, while interacting with stakeholders at the 7th edition of the nationwide Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Clinic.
Many people will say, that look, Nigeria has everything. We are blessed with every type of resource, not just material resources, but human resources as well, especially human resources. But we're still not where we should be at all. We are nowhere near where we should be. And one of the chief reasons why we are nowhere near where we should be is because we do not have adequate infrastructure. We don't have adequate infrastructure. By infrastructure, I don't mean just roads and power. I also mean the soft infrastructure, such as regulatory agencies and regulatory authority, the regulatory framework to make things happen quickly and to do things at a pace that will measure up to our capacity.
In the last maybe 6.5 years, we have had companies, I think about 500, and they gave me the figure yesterday. Almost 600 companies have birthed in Ogun State. These are companies that have invested in excess of $50 million. Those that have invested in excess of $200 million, some in some instances over $2 billion. They're about 124 now.
Mrs. Kemi Adeosun, Nigeria's Minister of Finance, says the Voluntary Assets and Income Declaration Scheme has nothing to do with the bill before the National Assembly seeking amnesty for looters. Speaking at an interactive session for business executives hosted by PricewaterhouseCoopers in Lagos today, the Finance Minister disclosed that the bill comes from the legislative arm of government and not the executive.
Our view on treasury looters is very clear in how we are trying to recover money and how we are prosecuting where we find that there's been an offence. Now, VADE has nothing to do with treasury looting. VADE is about regularisation of tax status. It is not an amnesty for anybody that has stolen money in any form. It's an amnesty for those who have underpaid their taxes, maybe not been as organised as they could have been, so there is no connection. There is no amnesty from our perspective from the executive for treasury looters. In fact, we're pursuing those who are looting the treasury, and you're seeing that with the whistleblower policy and our general focus on anti-corruption.
And troubled telecoms operator Etisalat Nigeria has officially changed the company's corporate identity to 9mobile. This comes after the company's largest shareholder, Emirates Telecommunications Corporation, directed Etisalat Nigeria to stop using its brand name within the next 3 weeks after terminating management agreement with its Nigerian arm. Etisalat, which controls 13% market share in Nigeria, has had a running battle with a consortium of 13 banks since March after it notified them of its inability to service its $1.2 billion debt in February due to the foreign exchange challenges in the country. In the meantime, Etisalat Nigeria has assured Nigerians that its operations are going on smoothly without any hindrance. And the NSE's main index revived back into the 33,000 level in its 6th consecutive positive session following demands across the market's major sectors. Chimezie Obiwagu has the details.
Hello Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Positive sentiment is sustained at the equities market as the prospect for strong half-year numbers continue to drive the all-share index to the north. The index was up 0.80% today, stronger than Wednesday's close. All thanks to the oil and gas sector and the industrial, which gained 2.82% and 2.04% apiece. The consumer goods were the only laggard in the sectoral indices. With Forte Oil having sent its closed period and notification of date of board meeting, investors are beginning to take position in anticipation of the half-year earnings reports. On the price movement chart, Mobil moved the most upwards by 9.49%. On the flip side, Champion Breweries is leading the pack by 7%. With a volume of 288.8 million shares, the total value of transaction improved on yesterday's value, reinforcing the renewed interest in the market. Analysts expect the market to improve on today's gains on Friday as more investors scramble for bargain hunting. And that was the Stock Market Report. I'm Chimeze Obi Iwago.
Most of the world's leading stock markets closed Thursday in the green, with investors' attention focused on new earnings reports and more comments from U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen, who testified before Congress for the second day. And that's business news. It's back to you, Marathi.
Thanks a lot, Millicent. We have this just in. Acting President Professor Yemi Osinbajo is right now holding a meeting with principal members of the House of Representatives. Details of the meeting are not yet known as the meeting has been held behind closed doors. We'll be bringing you details as they unfold. Again, Acting President Yemi Osinbajo is meeting with the principal officers of the House of Representatives. Details are yet to be known. We'll bring them to you as soon as we get them. In other news, Lagos State Governor Mr. Akiwumi Ambode has today approved the immediate suspension of the Baale of Shangisha in Magodo, Chief Yusuf Ogundare, for faking his kidnap, which allegedly took place on July 5th. Ogundare, along with his younger brother, Mohammed Adams, were paraded by the Lagos State Police for conspiring to fake the alleged kidnap. According to the Commissioner of Police in Lagos, Mr. Fatai Owosheni, it was discovered that on the day of the alleged kidnap in Lagos, the suspect was actually driving through Oyo and Kwara states. Mr. Owosheni added that investigations revealed that the objective of the suspect was to falsely accuse the Oba of Shangisha as being the brain behind the kidnapping. The Commissioner warned that the full weight of the law will be meted out on anyone attempting to subvert the law.